Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the Kingdom Within podcast. I am your host, David Forshee, and in today's episode, we'll be taking a look within at what heaven and hell really look like in the human experience and why they may not be distant places we go someday, but interstates many of us move through every single day. There's a line from a Pink Floyd song, Wish You Were Here, that asks, so you think you can tell heaven from hell? That question sits at the heart of what we're exploring today. We'll talk about how people often end up stuck in their inner hell without realizing it, what the states feel like in our body and in our mind, and a simple ladder of inner states that show how people begin climbing their way back into peace, clarity, and connection. I'll also share some practical ways you can recognize what state you're in right now and small steps that we can start taking to shift it. But before we jump in, if you find these conversations helpful, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who may need it. Now let's get into the video. How do people get led into inner hell? Because almost nobody chooses hell over heaven. Instead, we adapt into it over time through childhood stress or trauma, growing up around yelling or violence, unpredictability, emotional neglect, or pressure to perform. The body learns the world isn't safe through painful experiences like betrayal, loss, rejection, or failure, which lock our nervous system into protection mode. And through survival coping, anger to feel powerful, addiction to simply not feel at all, control to feel safe, people pleasing to avoid conflict. These strategies help us survive, but slowly build our inner hell. This isn't punishment, it's protection that never turned off. It's like leaving a faucet dripping in the winter so your pipes don't freeze, but never turn it off when spring comes. Now, what does inner hell look like? Inner hell is a survival state. It shows up in three places: the body, the mind, and our emotional state. It shows up in our body as a tight chest or stomach, shallow breathing, constant tension or exhaustion. In our minds, through racing thoughts, replaying the past, fear in the future, constant self criticism or comparison. Shows up in our emotions like anger, anxiety, shame, numbness, loneliness. Simply noticing these is the first step out. You can try this. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 to 8 seconds. Doing this throughout the day tells your nervous system it's safe, it's okay. This leads us to our next step. Level 2, awakening or awareness. This is when people start saying, I'm tired of living like this. Why do I keep repeating the same patterns? Something in me needs to heal. Something needs to change. This is good. It means awareness has begun. This stage can feel like emotions surfacing in waves, confusion about life, moments of clarity followed by feeling overwhelmed. You may notice anger covering pain, anxiety driving your decisions, or your old beliefs being questioned. The next step is learning to feel instead of escaping. Sit with your emotions for 2 to 5 minutes. No phone, no distraction. Just breathe and allow everything to surface naturally. No judging, no fixing. This trains your body out of survival. Next is level 3, regulation. This is where peace starts becoming normal. You start feeling lighter. You pause before you react. You understand your patterns in your body. You feel more relaxed. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your mind becomes clearer with less loops. Your life, you get better sleep, calmer communication, fewer emotional spirals. But stay aware because old patterns can return when stress hits. When we feel triggered, slow your breath, breathe, inhale 4 seconds, exhale 6 seconds. Do that 5 or 6 times. This creates space between our emotions and our actions. It allows us to think before before we react. It gives us that time to notice how we are reacting. And that can lead us into our next level, level 4, integration, inner hell, or inner heaven. Sorry. uh, this is where healing becomes our new baseline. Our body is going to feel more relaxed, but energized. Our mind is going to be present and clear. Our life becomes more compassionate, more connected, more resilient. You experience peace more often than your chaos. You feel emotions without drowning in them. This is what ancient traditions called heaven. Not a magical place, just a safe inner state to meet life with clarity and love. The big truth here is that we move between these states every day. You can wake up in hell and go to bed in heaven, depending on your state and your actions. The less we act from fear and pain, and the more we act from love and compassion, the better our shared reality becomes. The better your reality comes. But just to kind of recap here, survival, that's our inner hell, right? Awakening, just being aware is our first step out of here, right? And then we're going to regulate that through peaceful growing, right? And that's going to lead us into our inner heaven. It's the same life, just different worlds. Inner hell feeds on fear and isolation. Inner heaven grows through connection and love. Healing happens through love, forgiveness, safety, and community. You don't leave inner hell by trying harder. You leave by becoming aware, feeling what was buried, calming the body, changing the inner story, and connecting with love. Heaven isn't a reward after death, it's a state available right now. And hell isn't a threat, It's a condition that we can heal from. If you feel stuck in anxiety, anger, or numbness, you're not broke. You're just in a state, and states can change. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Come join us on the Facebook page at the Kingdom Within podcast. Leave a comment and let's keep this conversation going. I appreciate everybody listening. You're the reason this exists, and I love you. And I thank God for you. No lies, just honest. Sorry. I just want to be helpful. I just want to help share these ideas because they help me out so much. And I feel as if they can help you out. And, we may not have ever met face to face, and everybody's life is different, but we can move past this. We can build a better future together. And I want to be part of that. Um, I love you guys so much. Goodbye.